Hello YouTube, Kingpin of Cinema,
and the QB999,
and we're here to give you another movie review. Though this one's a bit late, but, you know, we have busy lives and we get to these as soon as we can.
And also, this film is kind of hard for me to review too, because, well, when I went to go see it with Kingpin and a couple other people, the experience was less than enjoyable.
Yeah, I had to go see this a second time to improve my perspective of the film. And now you may be asking, what film is it? Well, it's Battlefield LA.
Oh, the latest in the alien movie genre, where the last one was Skyline, and we all know how that one turned out.
Yeah, you could just watch that video and you'll get our whole perspective on this one. But I think before we actually get into the review, we're going to talk about the midnight release experience that we had, and the reason why we're never doing those again. At least I'm not.
First off, the movie itself started over half an hour late because
projection problems.
The people there stupid.
Yeah, basically, they finally got the film to go on, and the sound was off. This was on a digital theater, too. This wasn't film print or anything. The sound was off by like half a second, but it was very noticeable.
It was noticeable enough that it bothered us. So after about 30 minutes of them turning on and off the projector to try to get it...
5 times. We watched the same 2 previews 4 times, no, like 3 times in a row, in the beginning of the movie twice in a row.
Yeah, so not only that, of course we have like the 10 stupid people behind us who... Even before the preview started, we already know we're going to be talking the entire time. But then it got doubled up when you had the people behind them talking the entire time.
So after like the 5th time of the film not working, the staff guys decide, oh, we're going to move you to another theater. So we're like, why did you do that in the first place?
So they moved us to another theater. We thought we caught a lucky break then, because then we wouldn't have to sit near those people. But lo and behold, same people behind us, same people behind them.
Yeah, the most annoying people you could possibly imagine.
So the entire movie, you have them talking. You have the people behind them talking, and then you have the people behind us telling the people behind them to shut up the entire time. And then the people behind them, you know, you hear them chugging beers and throwing down their cans all over the place.
Yeah. So not only did the movie start at 1 in the morning,
which I had class at 9 o'clock the next day, and we weren't getting out of there till at least 3. And it's about a half an hour drive from here back to school.
So,
needless to say, we were in a bad mood.
We were all pissed. I mean, because of the bad people behind us, all the technical issues. You know, I've just decided midnight shows for movies, video games, are just not worth the time. I'm not going to bother with that nonsense anymore.
So, anyway, the movie itself.
The movie itself, like I said, I saw it a second time. Unfortunately, you didn't get a chance to see it a second time to improve your perspective on it. But we'll work off that.
I'll try and work past it, but overall, I'd have to say, probably doesn't live up to the fun and enjoyment of such classics as Independence Day and Starship Troopers.
I disagree. I'd say I had a lot of fun with the movie. Now, I said fun. I didn't say good. I didn't say great. I said fun.
Because this doesn't really seem like an alien movie as much as it is just a war movie.
Well, it's because it's like, if you take Black Hawk Down and say, like, Independence Day and put them together, this is kind of what you get. I don't know if Independence Day is the best example to mesh it with, but... you know, we're maybe Cloverfield. I mean, it's all from the soldier's perspective fighting an alien invasion.
Again, though, very shaky cam. Again.
I will agree with you. I didn't like the shaky cam.
But they're trying to give you, like, the perspective of being excitement, you know, the thrill, or the confusion of the battlefield. You don't know what the hell's going on, but as an audience member, that's kind of bad for you. Because then you don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah,
you know, it's been well documented what I think about shaky cam. I hate it. It's too excessive in films these days. I want a nice clear image to where I can tell on everything that's going on. It's not to the excessive to the point that I get a headache like the Bourne Identity series, but it is there enough to be annoying.
And as far as the action itself goes, it's basic firefights, basically.
And then there's a few action sequences that I really liked.
There's some good action sequences, yeah, but it's nothing like too overbearing like what Michael Bay would have done, probably.
Oh, thank God this wasn't a Michael Bay film. If this was a Michael Bay film, you would have had the civilians, like one being like a really hot chick to get a love interest going. You would have had a kid with a laptop computer who hacks the alien machines. You would have had, the most annoying characters you could possibly think of.
Well, I wouldn't really call these characters likable, really. I'd call them realistic, but probably not likable. You have the sergeant who, everyone hates because, he ordered men to die in the last war. But then, of course, he has his own brooding story of, I knew we were all gonna die, but for whatever reason I didn't. I guess I'm just cool that way. And of course you have all the cliche lines in the army, like, we must do this for our country, for our people. We have to fight the enemy. I just want one of the guys to say, no shit.
Well, I mean, it's in a way kind of realistic that you'd, I guess, get that kind of dialogue, to kind of pump yourself up for battle.
I know, it's just really corny and cliche, though.
I get that, and I'm glad there is cliche elements on it, but it's not enough that it's pandering and it insults your intelligence. It's not a perfect film. I'll admit that. There's some points in it that I thought were pretty stupid, and the story is
subpar.
It's really not there, but that's not what you see. You see it for the action, and it's good action, and I had a lot of fun with it.
The ending is kind of like, okay, they find the ship that's controlling all the flying drones around. They destroy it. I kind of wish what would happen is they go okay, maybe we can still win this battle for LA. They send everyone back in. I would just love to, at that moment, you see just a humongous-ass laser come down from the sky and just blow everything to shit.
What would have been funny is, they find a command ship. Instead of sending, cruise missiles to destroy it, they just launch one nuke and blow them all up. And I'm going to call bullshit, they abandoned L.A. at one point in the film. It's we're leaving L.A. because we lost. They didn't drop a nuke on the city, because if you think about it, this is where all the enemy's forces are currently concentrated, and if you let them move out of LA, it's going to be a lot harder to deal with them. So they're currently all right here. I'd say that the president's going to call in the nuke strike and put an end to it. But whatever.
Well, some realism, some not so much. I mean, it is an alien
it is an alien invasion film, so I can't complain too much.
They try and make you care about these characters, but I just don't.
There's not enough time to care about them. Yeah,
most of the characters you made up with are dead within 5 minutes.
This is a positive thing. Well, I really not much else to say about this film.
As far as the aliens look, the way they looked, you don't get too much of a clear look at them too often.
They look like squid people, and they have grafted on metal legs and arms.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, the whole reason why they're here is for our water. Which makes sense, since that's the most abundant resource on the planet.
They at least made sense with this one.
It wasn't like Skyline where they're here for our brains? What? Huh. Well, that's stupid. We're in Battlefield Earth where they're here for our gold? What? No, so water makes sense, because it's the most abundant resource, and it'd be one that, if all your powers run on hydrogen, then you would need it. There's another thing I thought was stupid that I wish they would have cut from the film. They actually do find an alien that's still kind of alive and it's wounded.
They're stabbing it and does this kill it?
Does this? No. Does this kill it? No. What about here where the heart should be? Oh, that did it.
And I mean, you would think in a crazed battlefield, you're not really aiming for specific spots. You would kill it and you would be trained to aim for the heart and the head anyway.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's 5 inches to where the heart would be. There we go.
I would have cut that scene completely out of the film. It served no purpose.
The only purpose I saw that was to actually give you a good look at the alien itself, because that was the only clear view you ever really get.
Yeah, that is true, but in a narrative sense, it didn't make any sense, and they should have just cut it and had special features on the DVD. But other than that, it was probably like the one scene I really hated, and I wish they didn't have there.
Anyway, so, as far as alien movies go, I'd say,
It's better than Skyline.
Would have been better if it had boobs in it.
I liked it more than Starship Troopers.
But it had boobs in it.
And this is true. I'd say if you want a really good alien invasion movie, check out the original War of the Worlds from the 1950s. Best alien invasion movie ever made and ever will be made.
Yeah.
But off that topic, that's all I gotta say. I say check it out.
Go see it. Avoid midnight showings, if you can.
Stay away from midnight showings. They're not worth it. Not worth your time and money.
So, that's our review, and as usual...
If you didn't like it...
Okay.
Okay.